afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Live at 4 on this Monday. Charlotte DeLeste in for Susan Simon this week. Good to see you.
Nice to be here. How are things?
It's fine. A little tired. Woke up at 2 o'clock this morning from the storm.
Yeah, that was...
I usually don't wake up from the storm.
No, that was crazy. I actually had a neighbor, part of their tree went down. I'm like,
really?
Who knew?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Hello, happy September.
We'll get to the weather in just a minute, but first, topping the news today, school has only been in session for a couple of weeks, but some districts are already juggling COVID cases, quarantines, and staffing. We'll tell you where those are and how to see what your district is dealing with.
And it's board versus board in Dane County, with some supervisors questioning the mask mandate extension. The Board of Public Health pushes back. And
Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is testifying in front of the House Foreign Affairs Committee following the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. We'll tell you what he's saying. Let's take a look outside. Also, then storms at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, yeah, we're surrounded.
A little more rain.
More coming, right?
Yeah, more coming. Our Iron Woman.
Yes, congratulations.
We'll talk more about that a little later, but Dana's in the backyard. She completed the Ironman.
I did. It was a lot of fun yesterday. We'll talk more about it later, but man, it was a good time, and the Madison crowd showed up to cheer everyone on. Here's a live look over Madison right now. Of course, the lightning really interrupting my much-needed rest this morning. We had a few severe thunderstorms get triggered early today, or warnings get triggered early today. This afternoon, though, has been mostly quiet, cloudy outside with a few sprinkles passing through. Temperature-wise, we're in the upper 60s. A little cool, but also still just a little humid, as our dew points are in the mid to low 60s right now. We still have some light rain just kind of popping up and passing through. It's currently dry on the patio as we take a closer look, but areas north of Dane County have seen some steadier showers just in the last few hours. And this will be a similar scene for us overnight, with the chance for showers and thunderstorms sticking with us. Because we do have this cloudy sky overhead, our temperatures overnight will hold very steady in the upper 60s, and that's going to lead us into what should be a cloudy start to the day tomorrow. The sunshine likely returning by tomorrow afternoon, though, so that'll be a good change to get the sun back in the forecast. As far as traffic conditions go, we're not seeing any major delays along the belt line. There may be a little bit of a hiccup on the eastbound side close to the interstate right now, but it looks like that's starting to get clear out. My map hasn't updated quite yet, but it looks fairly smooth. The interstate also, Rock County through Dane County, smooth for us this evening. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
We're now about 2 weeks into the school year for most school districts.
We are learning that hundreds of K through 12 students and staff are quarantining in southern Wisconsin.
Naomi Coles has been tracking that data all day long and joins us now with the latest. Naomi?
State data shows more than 300 schools across the state have at least 2 active cases, which prompts an outbreak investigation. Now, here in southern Wisconsin, I found hundreds of students and staff who are quarantining after either testing positive or being in close contact with someone who tested positive. Now, 3 districts in Dane County have at least 50 each in quarantine. Topping the list, Madison Metropolitan District, they have 45 people sick and another 106 close contacts in quarantine. Next is Sun Prairie, where 18 students are sick, and they've left another 94 students in quarantine. And in the Stoughton area district, 46 students and 8 staff are quarantining as well. Not all districts, however, have public dashboards tracking cases and quarantines online. After checking school districts across 6 of our viewing counties today, I found more than 650 staff and students in quarantine. That number, however, is likely much higher once dozens of districts who don't post that data online are accounted for. You can check that list right now at channel3000.com.
Naomi, thank you. The fight over masks and mandates continues in Dane County. Members of the Dane County's Board of Health say they're siding with science and statistics as they fight back against a proposed resolution from 3 county board members calling on public health to revoke its latest order and mask mandate. The resolution says Public Health Madison and Dane County Director Janelle Heinrich should pull back her latest emergency order until, quote, public input and the consent of the governed have been achieved. Point blank, they want a public hearing.
And given that we have done such a good job in our county of keeping things under control, especially compared to other counties, our state, and nationally, I just am concerned why we even are questioning what is being done in this county, because it's working.
By now, Kim Whitmore says the county doesn't have time for entertaining options, and while the Board of Health values public input, that process is too long and complicated during a pandemic.
New York City public schools reopened for in-person learning this morning. The return to class for the nation's largest school district comes as pediatric COVID-19 cases have spiked in other parts of the country. Roughly 1 million students in the nation's largest school district returned to in-person learning today, leaving some parents a bit on edge. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio tried to reassure them.
Kids coming to school today all across this city are going to experience a gold standard of health and safety measures.
Masks are required in the classroom. Almost every room has at least 2 air purifiers, and while vaccines are not mandatory for students, they are for teachers. The deadline for the first dose is September 27th, with few exceptions. The return to school in New York comes amid a nationwide spike. There were more than 750,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus in kids between August 5th and early September. A crash involving a Badger bus caused 2 outbound lanes of East Washington Avenue to be closed at 1st Street this morning and sent a small number of students to the hospital with minor injuries. The crash was reported at about 7:21 this morning. The 15-passenger bus was carrying 4 students between the ages of 7 and 12 when it was turning onto 1st Street and hit by another vehicle that was driving east on East Washington Avenue. A small group of students were taken to the hospital out of an abundance of precaution, with 1 student reporting a minor superficial injury.
Baraboo High School students were forced to evacuate the building today due to an unspecified threat. Baraboo police say students from the high school were evacuated to Jack Young Middle School. The district is still anticipating a standard end-of-day school release despite the threat. Police are asking parents not to visit the immediate vicinity of the high school and say buildings will not allow external guests to enter the facilities.
Beginning today, the city of Madison is moving to the next stage of speed changes in the citywide effort called the Vision Zero Initiative. The speed limit on Whitney Way from Raymond Road to the Beltline has changed from 30 miles per hour to 25. Similar to the recent Park Street changes, digital signboards will temporarily be placed in the area to remind drivers of the speed limit changes. Whitney Way is a residential street with an elementary school and a middle school. A speed reduction of 5 miles per hour will change the travel time along this 1.1-mile stretch of Whitney Way by less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, especially with the pandemic, we have seen actually a big increase in speeding and crashes. And so I think more now than ever, Vision Zero is needed within the city of Madison.
Lowering the speed limit even 5 miles helps ensure the safety of our streets, as a person is about 70% more likely to be killed if they are struck by a vehicle traveling at 30 miles per hour versus 25.
Nearly 2 weeks after the U.S. completed its military mission in Afghanistan, the nation's top diplomat, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, is testifying before the House Foreign Affairs Committee.
13 U.S. service members lost their lives in the final days of the drawdown.
Secretary Blinken says the State Department has been in touch with approximately 100 Americans who still want to leave Afghanistan. Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
The Committee on Foreign Affairs will come to order.
For the first time since the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, Secretary of State Antony Blinken was grilled by a House panel over the chaotic final days.
There's no evidence that staying longer would have made the Afghan security forces or the Afghan government any more resilient or self-sustaining.
More than 120,000 people, including U.S. citizens and Afghan allies, were evacuated from Afghanistan by the withdrawal deadline at the end of August, but questions remain over those who were left behind.
Can you guarantee to this committee that we will get them out?
Going forward, we continue to look to them.
Officials at the Department of Homeland Security tell CBS News U.S.-bound military flights have been temporarily halted after multiple evacuees tested positive for measles. Meanwhile, tens of thousands of refugees await processing overseas and here in the U.S.
With the U.S. military out of Afghanistan and diplomatic efforts now based in Qatar, some lawmakers and national security experts say they worry about the ability to monitor future terrorist threats.
Afghanistan is once again a haven for terrorists, and those terrorists now have our weapons and equipment to use against us.
But President Biden continues to stand firm on his decision to end the 2 decades-long war.
Can Al-Qaeda come back? Yeah, but guess what? It's already back other places. What's the strategy? Every place where Al-Qaeda is, we're going to invade and have troops stay there.
Tuesday, Secretary of State Blinken will testify again before a Senate committee.
The United Nations is warning of a humanitarian crisis following the Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan. Donor nations have pledged more than $1 billion for aid programs there, including $64 million in new funding from the U.S. That brings the U.S. Afghanistan aid total to $330 million this fiscal year.
Supporters of the people charged with the January 6th insurrection are planning a rally in Washington, D.C. this upcoming Saturday, and intelligence suggests there is the potential for violence. U.S. Capitol police officers responded to a suspicious vehicle outside the Democratic Party headquarters on Capitol Hill. They found a truck with swastikas and no license plate. They arrested the driver, a 44-year-old California man, when they found a bayonet and machete inside the car, or the truck that is. Capitol Police Chief Tom Manger briefed congressional leaders from both parties this morning.
They gave us a good briefing. They're handling this in a very professional, thorough way, and I think they're much better prepared than things were before January 6th.
Capitol Police will be able to utilize these newly installed security cameras, which are on loan from the military. The cameras provide a 360-degree view both day and night. They're also bringing back the security fencing, which was put in place in the aftermath of the January 6th attacks. Well, still to come at 4, here's the assignment. Make a movie in 2 days. Get set, go.
That is the premise of the 48-hour film festival. The films are screened tonight, and you can be on the red carpet. More on that when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now at 4. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer to, have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save. Get free installation labor, free financing for a year, and get a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Ask about our Designer Kids package or free lens upgrade. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
A new study shows stress can lead to high blood pressure.
Now, that may sound like information you already know, but most previous studies have focused on the effect of stress on existing hypertension. This new study from Kyoto University in Japan suggests stress can actually cause the condition over time. Scientists say the reverse is also true. Reducing stress can lower these risk factors. They say the key is to recognize stressful situations early and begin reducing them with breathing and relaxation techniques before they produce excess cortisol in your system.
England is abandoning its plan for a vaccine passport system. The plan would have required guests at nightlife venues or crowded events to present proof of vaccination, a negative COVID test, or proof of the required self-isolation after a positive test. The UK's health secretary says the requirements are not needed right now because of the country's high vaccination rate, new treatments, and increased testing and surveillance. But he is reserving the option of a passport system in the future.
A group of gorillas at Zoo Atlanta will soon get COVID vaccines after testing positive for the virus. Officials say workers observed the lowland gorillas coughing as well as experiencing nasal discharge and minor changes in appetite. They tested the animals and presumptive results were positive. The zoo says the affected gorillas are now being treated. Once they're well, zookeepers plan to give the primates a COVID vaccine developed specifically for animals. The zoo says it will also continue to test the animals regularly.
Disney is betting big on theaters. The company is once again giving theaters exclusivity to new films releases instead of debuting them directly on its streaming service. This decision is for all the movies coming out for the rest of the year, and that includes Marvel's Eternals, a remake of West Side Story, and Encanto. Disney is still fast-tracking releases to its streaming service, though movies will be on the big screen for 45 days before they hit Disney+. The move shows Disney is optimistic about movie theater audiences returning after Marvel's Shang-Chi broke Labor Day box office records.
Well, get ready for the new iPhone. Apple's expected to announce 4 new smartphones at its virtual event today. They include the iPhone, or tomorrow that is, they include the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max. The devices will reportedly have improved 5G chips, longer battery life, and an updated camera system. The phones are also expected to have a faster refresh rate for improving gaming. Apple will also likely unveil the new Apple Watch and the next generation AirPod there. It was a mixed day on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials bounced back from last week's losses. The blue chip index gained 261 points, closing at 34,869. The NASDAQ fell nearly 10, but the S&P 500 added 10. Well, the premise is simple. Filmmakers are given a topic and then have 2 days to produce a movie.
The 48-hour film project is now in its 21st year and brings together competitors from 120 cities all around the world. The Madison producers are Kat Thompson and Michael Keeney. And Michael joins us now. Michael, welcome.
Welcome.
This project has really grown over the years, hasn't it?
It really has. We started, as you said, this is our 21st year, and it's become, we're really proud of the Madison and really the Wisconsin community.
So tell us how this works. The filmmakers all gather, or you're on the internet or something, and they get a topic? Is that how it works?
For the most part, yes. On August 27th, they either gathered or we did have a virtual option, and they were all given a common prop, a common line of dialogue, and a common character that they all had to use, and then they randomly drew genres. So there might be a Western, there might be a coming-of-age film, there might be a musical, and they all have to include those same 3 characters, the character, prop, and line of dialogue.
Wow, so it's not easy to imagine what these teams go through, but you have gone through this yourself as a competitor. Can you talk about what this is like?
It's very much a crucible project. Teams are not allowed to pay for things, so it's very much bring your talent and bring your creativity. And there are many teams that don't sleep the entire 48 hours. It's really difficult to make a complete legal film in 48 hours. So it's a lot.
And how many teams and how many made the deadline?
We had 27 teams signed up this year, and 25 turned in a film on time.
That's pretty good.
How can people see these films?
Well, there are still tickets available tonight at the Marcus Point Theater. We'll be on the Ultra screen, the biggest screen in Madison. And if that doesn't work, the best way to go about it is to check our Facebook page, which is the Madison 48-Hour Film Project. and then you'll see a link to Eventive. There is a virtual screening option where people will have 10 days to watch the 25 films.
And that's a big prize at the end here. I mean, you go from Madison to regional and perhaps to France.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Tell us about that.
The ultimate prize, there'll be one Madison champion, and that film will go up against about 120 other films at what we call Filmapalooza, which is sort of our international convention/competition. And from there, about a dozen are chosen to go to the Cannes Short Film Corner. So this starts in Madison and ends at Cannes. Wow. And the ultimate prize...
That's unbelievable.
Pretty amazing.
What would you say is the best part of this whole path, this whole journey of 48 hours?
It's honestly, from our experiences as being competitors, the best part is that pitch session Friday night where everybody's thinking of crazy ideas and there's no idea too crazy. And often you'll have these 2 or 3 really good ideas, and then you have to decide, all right, which one is the most producible in 48 hours? So from my experience, it's that coming together and, you know, hey, I've got my friends, I've got the people I want to work with, and let's put on a show.
Wow.
The results can be amazing. Mm-hmm. Michael, thanks for being with us. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
The 48-hour film festival is tonight at Marcus Point Theaters, the Ultra Screen. You need to be vaccinated. You have to prove that you're vaccinated or have a test, or go online to madison48hfp.eventlive.org.
Eventive.
Thank you.
Yes, you are welcome.
It was hyphenated on the prompter.
So you know what? Our own Will Loper, he has an entry in the festival, so you're going to really want to check that out.
And Will joins us coming up to let us know what else is playing in theaters. That's after Dana's First Warn Forecast.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. And in a clinical study, after just 1 day, 90% felt powerful 24-hour relief. So be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo reminds you to be sure to ask about delivery options when shopping for new furniture. Because every store is different. Some stores have very specific restrictions, while others charge you an arm and a leg. At McGann's, we take pride in our skilled delivery team, and in most cases, delivery is free. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
The time is right to do something nice for your home. Why not replace your gutters with LeafGuard, the only gutter system that has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval? Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. LeafGuard's patented one-piece seamless design keeps leaves and debris out, which means no more clogs, guaranteed. LeafGuard carries a lifetime warranty, so your home's foundation will be protected forever, and our customers couldn't be happier.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
And right now, save big on your new LeafGuard brand gutter system and get some incredible extras. Order now and get free installation labor, free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new LeafGuard gutter system. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
People with moderate to severe psoriasis are rethinking the choices they make, like the splash they create, the entrance they make, the surprises they initiate. Otezla, it's a choice you can make. Otezla is not a cream. It's a pill that treats plaque psoriasis differently. With Otezla, 75% clear skin is achievable. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
Well, take a look at this.
Happy birthday, I love you. Happy birthday.
You about to cry. Oh, my God. No.
Happy birthday, babe.
No.
You can see the shock on this birthday boy's face as he immediately falls in love with his puppy. He's so enamored with the gifts, he starts crying tears of joy. His wife says he's wanted a husky puppy for 15 years. The couple just got a new house with more space, so she decided this was the perfect time to make his dream come true.
That is so great. That is so great.
15 years.
Wow, he deserves it.
Well, it's time for potentially yours, not this one.
Yes,
but from the Dane County Humane Society.
So this week we introduce you to Hermione, who is looking for a new home. She is a very sweet girl who would love to go home with a family who will take her on fun adventures and share some much-needed snuggles. She loves to play and is an energetic pup, so she can't wait to have new human friends to play with her. Her energy can be a little bit too much for smaller animals, though, so she really should go to a home without those small dogs, cats, or critters, but she would love to have lots of fun with dog friends that are her size. She can also be a little shy with new places and people, can't we all sometimes? So she would love to live with a family who can help her learn the world isn't a scary place, and she'd be excited to go to training classes with her human too, so you can learn some fun new tricks and build up her confidence.
I love her ears.
I know. She's like, please. And here's another thing. Put ordering Papa Murphy's Pizza on your calendar for this Wednesday, because when you order online through the app with the code HAPPYPAWS, 25% of your purchase will be donated to DCHS. All of those details about ordering and the 17 participating locations is on the website at giveshelter.org.
And last week's pet, Cleo, is still waiting for a new home. It's very majestic Cleo. If you're interested in adopting or checking out the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org or set up an appointment at 838-0413. All right, it's time to get the Iron Woman report from Dana, who competed in yesterday's Madison Ironman. Congratulations, you finished.
Thank you. I did. I finished with less than a minute to spare.
Oh, they have a cutoff time?
They have a cutoff time. So for the Ironman and the 70.3, so I competed in the half Ironman, you have to be across that finish line within 8.5 hours from when you started your swim. And I finished in 8 hours, 29 minutes, and 1 second.
Wow.
You were moving for 8 hours?
8 hours nonstop. I stopped by the finish line to give my husband a kiss, and he was like, no, you need to keep going. Stop this.
So what did you have to do?
I did a 1.2-mile swim, a 56-mile bike ride through from Monona Terrace around Verona back to Madison, and then a 13.1-mile run around downtown Madison. We got to run on Camp Randall on the field, so that was really, really cool. The crowd, I can't say this enough, guys. Madison and Verona, the crowd was huge. There were so many watch parties, a lot of fun folks out and about. It was so energetic.
Congratulations.
I can't believe you're still standing.
My calves hurt right now.
And don't you have that dance thing this weekend?
I am. I'm doing Rumba for Rainbow on Friday, so.
You can't stop her. This girl's on fire.
No, I'll fall apart sometime, but today's not that day.
We'll catch you.
At least you had cooler weather yesterday for that was good.
We did. Yes, thankfully. Some light sprinkles, those storms holding off for us during the race yesterday, but still coming through, causing a bit of a lightning show this morning. As we look ahead to our overnight hours, we might see a few more thunderstorms passing through, but we'll look at your full 10-day after the break.
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer to, have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save. Get free installation labor, free financing for a year, and get a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Your eyes, beautiful on the outside. But if you have diabetes, there can be some not so pretty stuff going on the inside. It's true. If you have diabetes, you know high blood sugar is the root of the problem. But that excess sugar can cause the blood vessels to be seriously damaged. And when that happens, this could happen: vision loss or even blindness. That's right. Diabetic retinopathy is a leading cause of blindness for adults in the U.S. But even though you can't see it, there is something you can do about it. Remember this: now is the time to get your eyes checked. Eye care is an incredibly important part of your long-term diabetes management. See a path forward with actions and treatments that may help your eyes and protect against vision loss. Just say to yourself, "Now I see." Then go see an eye care specialist. Visit nowic.com to get the facts about diabetes, your eyes, and what you can do next to take control of your sight. Brought to you by Regeneron.
Feeling trapped by your expensive cell phone plan? Here's the key. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Keep your phone and number with the same great coverage as the big carriers. Escape to a no-contract $20 a month plan with talk, text, and data. It's easy to connect. With our award-winning customer support team, no sleight of hand is required. Call, go online, or visit Target to get your new SIM card or phone today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
A little case of the Monday blues for our forecast right now. It is cloudy outside and a little misty in spots. We just had some light drizzle passing through Madison. Temperatures in the upper 60s, but it does feel a little humid with those dew points currently in the low 60s. Again, looking at our Doppler track, some steadier rainfall passing north of Dane County. We still have a few light drizzle spots though, and sometimes that light mist doesn't quite get picked up on our radar, but just kind of a rainy, spotty shower overnight for us yet again. We'll have storm chances overnight heading into your Tuesday. Mild temperatures expected overnight because that cloudy sky overhead. Our temps won't swing too much for our overnight lows. Also mild for tomorrow. We'll stay a little warmer outside or jump up a little more for our temperatures for tomorrow and stay that way through the rest of the week. By the end of the week, heading into the weekend, we fall into a warmer pattern. We are expecting the 80s to settle back in and stay with us through the weekend. So we have, again, plenty more time to enjoy the warm weather before things cool down too much. Overnight, mostly cloudy skies. You can see a few isolated shower chances popping up. Nothing too large or widespread expected to move through. Temps will hold pretty steady in the upper 60s for our overnight lows with that breeze coming in from the southwest. Now for tomorrow, we'll have a chance early in the day for one of those lingering showers. In the afternoon, though, likely going to have partly sunny skies. High temperatures warming on up to the mid to upper 70s in the afternoon. So it is going to be a little warmer for us. Early Wednesday morning, we cool down. Temps landing in the 50s for overnight lows. A little more seasonable start to the day. A seasonable afternoon. Also this time of year, we should see temperatures in the mid 70s, and that's what we're expecting for Wednesday. It's short-lived, though. We have this one seasonable day for the middle of September, and then we start to climb right back up into the 80s. So that climb continues for us looking ahead to the end of the month. In fact, it is very, very likely throughout the Midwest and the East Coast that we are going to have above average temperatures in the 6 to 10 day and that 8 to 14 day outlook. So carries us through the next 2 weeks with our trend staying warm outside, staying a little warmer than usual. Again, we know it's going to get cold soon, so this isn't too bad to see that warmer trend, but I would like to start transitioning to some more fall, autumn-like weather here soon. Tomorrow, temperatures upper 70s, so a little warm outside in the afternoon. Our breeze coming in from the southwest. We might see an isolated shower early, but afternoon skies should become partly sunny for us, so a little bit of clearing expected. Partly sunny for Wednesday and Thursday. Again, Wednesday, mid-70s. That's where we should be for this time of year, but we climb right up to the 80s. A warming trend carries us into the weekend and stays with us into the start of next week. So we'll have a few slight chances for showers mixed in there, but the focus really for the weekend, the fact that we're going to be about 10 degrees above average for Saturday and Sunday. We'll stay warm for the start of the work week, and then heading into next week, A system bringing some steady shower chances on Tuesday, late Monday and into Tuesday will likely help drop our temperatures back just a little bit to the mid-70s. As we look ahead to the back half of the work week, we'll pull back a little closer to average.
The long, hot summer continues.
It's dragging now, yes. I'm ready for fall.
Yeah, I am too.
Just like your feet, right? Today.
Yes, exactly.
Dragging. All right, Dana, thank you.
So if you have not been back to the movie theaters yet, people are really showing up, especially this past Labor Day weekend.
What's the big movie?
Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Brought in a lot of money.
Oh, gosh.
Let's find out how much. Here's Will Loper in the Loper Report.
Shang-Chi was once again #1 at the box office, soundly defeating all newcomers in its second weekend, including the horror film Malignant, which opened at #3 with just $5.5 million.
I'm seeing things.
The film comes from director James Wan, known for directing such other horror films as Saw, Insidious, creepy puppet movie Dead Silence, and Aquaman. So horrifying. This latest, Malignant, finds a woman, Madison, played by Annabelle Wallis, having disturbing visions of some sort of creature. If you like Insidious but wish it were on energy drinks and steroids, this is the movie for you. It's a bonkers film that's very graphic and very R-rated, but is nonetheless a thrill ride with one of the most memorable creatures of horror in recent years. Horror fans will have a blast with Malignant. See it in theaters or at home on HBO Max. Over on streaming services, speaking of HBO Max, there's a new miniseries, Scenes from a Marriage.
You just believe as a couple, nothing can hurt you. And then you gradually start to realize that actually anything can hurt you.
The remake of Ingmar Bergman's 1973 series stars Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain as a couple whose marriage slowly falls apart.
How long did you think that we could go on like that?
Like what?
You were so busy, you didn't even notice.
What did I not notice?
That we were living without any passion.
Newly streaming on Hulu is Why the Last Man. Diane Lane and Amber Tamblyn star in the series based off the comic books about a world in which every man on the planet dies except one.
Somewhere is the answer to how this all happened and how we fixed it.
New on Netflix is the action film Kate.
How much time do I have?
14 hours, maybe 15.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead plays an assassin who's been poisoned and sets out to find who did it.
They're scary.
And new on Wednesday on Netflix is the 6th season of Nailed It.
America's favorite baking competition where the desserts aim to be out of this world but end up an unearthly mess.
I just love seeing the misfortune of others.
Bakers once again try their best to at least somewhat match a baked creation.
This is the scariest groundhog I've ever seen in my life.
Me too.
And speaking of food competition shows, Thursday on Discovery Plus is the series Tiny Food Fight.
Wow. Today, 3 full-size chefs will cram their fingers into these tiny kitchens to see who can pack the most flavor into a single bite of food.
My hands are too big for this.
Chefs compete to create the tastiest one bite of food.
Awesome. Somehow I've also managed to have 2 bites.
Do you have any more room?
I think I do.
I'll take 84 of those to go. For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper. Send it back to you.
That looks spectacular.
I was not expecting that. I am down with that.
I don't like all these cooking shows, but that the tiny food. That's good.
Talk about portion control.
Could you imagine the picture on the table? We want to do a show.
Tiny little food.
All right. Coming up next on Live Before, a national French monument is getting a temporary makeover. We'll show you why.
And then at 5, a downtown Madison building has been evacuated due to questions over its structural integrity. Our Brad Hamilton tells you what is affected.
Injured in a motorcycle crash? Make one call to Gruber Law Offices. Proving it wasn't your fault can be extremely difficult without an aggressive team on your side. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Guys, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, Peak Performance for Men has a natural solution that can help you today. That's right. Stop wasting money on pill after pill that just masks your ED. Fix it for good. We can make the difference. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
As you remodel, don't toss your cabinets and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Give your items a second life while proceeds build Habitat for Humanity homes. Donate today. Habitat Restore, Dane County.
I'm Kendall Richards from All Comfort Services. And like many industries, the heating and cooling industry is suffering from a shortage of equipment and replacement parts for furnaces and air conditioners. And it's affecting our area too. So no matter how old or recently you had your equipment serviced, we recommend scheduling a tune-up today, even if it's with a company other than All Comfort. To learn more, give us a call or book a tune-up today at allcomfortservices.com.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
I'm attorney David Gruber. We've been going to bat for injured people of Wisconsin for over 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
To be voted one of the top news stations in the country is a huge honor.
To be called the best in the industry is a great accomplishment.
News 3 Now, WISC TV, winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence.
We're excited about receiving this prestigious award.
Not for what it says about us,
but what it means for you.
Thank you for making News 3 Now, WISC TV
your first choice for excellence.
Well, one of the most visited monuments in Paris is getting an artistic makeover.
Workers are transforming the famous Arc de Triomphe to honor a late artist.
CBS's Ian Lee has the story from London.
Unveiling art doesn't normally involve wrapping it. But high above Paris's famous Champs-Élysées, workers are doing just that, draping the iconic Arc de Triomphe in 270,000 square feet of metallic fabric.
So we have to make sure that it's all really as Christo would have loved it to be.
Christo is a Bulgarian-born artist known for wrapping monumental buildings around the world. Just after his death last year, French authorities gave the green light to cover the 164-foot Arc de Triomphe. Christo's nephew is overseeing the project to keep his uncle's dream alive.
But the biggest challenge for me is that Christo is not here. That I miss his enthusiasm, his criticism, his energy.
The massive masterpiece is slowing traffic and stopping tourists in their tracks. Marley Dolitsky from Chicago is impressed.
I find it exciting and the weather is wonderful, so why not?
Critics, though, call the project wasteful. But organizers say all this fabric is recyclable. And the perfect gift, wrapped to remember the artist who envisioned it. Ian Lee, CBS News.
That's pretty cool.
That's very nice.
Well, still to come before summer is winding down.
So break out those paddle boards. That's what they did in Moscow over the weekend. We'll take you to this very colorful event when Live at 4 continues.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Since 1921, Dane County Humane Society has served the community as your local nonprofit animal shelter. You can be a part of our legacy of compassion when you adopt, donate, or volunteer. Learn how at giveshelter.org.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra! No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Xiidra like I did.
I prefer you didn't.
Xiidra, not today, dry eye.
At General Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is important to us. From keeping you cozy warm to cooling you off with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our free home comfort program and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Celebrating 75 years of providing award-winning comfort for your home. Turn to the experts, Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Reinvent your kitchen with our wide selection of stylish Tuscany products exclusively at Menards. Tuscany kitchen sinks have top mount, undermount, and farmhouse sinks to fit your dream kitchen. Tuscany also has a large array of faucets with different finish and style options to fit your new sink. This double bowl stainless steel kitchen sink is beautiful and made of durable premium grade steel. All Tuscany products are 11% off. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Since 1921, Dane County Humane Society has served the community as your local nonprofit animal shelter. You can be a part of our legacy of compassion when you adopt, donate, or volunteer. Learn how at giveshelter.org.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Good news, no heavy traffic to report right now. A few slowdown spots along the Beltline, but those icons that were popping up just a little bit ago now cleared off. We're seeing delays close to John Nolan eastbound, but that's pretty normal for this time of day. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and the same goes for downtown to Sun Prairie. That's a quick look at traffic.
Well, hundreds of paddleboard enthusiasts brightened the waters of Moscow's rowing canal with a flashy masquerade yesterday to enjoy the last warm days of late summer. The participants had a chance to show off their costumes as well as to take part in a friendly race. Paddleboarding has become increasingly popular in Central Australia over recent years.
Russia.
Oh, Russia? My gosh, I went from Russia to Australia. Oh my goodness. Although there are no seas nearby, enthusiasts sail on lakes, rivers, and the city's water ponds. Oh my goodness.
Have you ever tried this?
Oh, I have a paddleboard.
Do you stand up?
Yes, I do.
Congratulations.
Love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely love it.
Very calming. Well, it's called Out of the Darkness, a program developed by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
The director of the Wisconsin chapter of the organization, Gina Orlando, she joins us now. Gina, thank you for being with us. We want to talk about, so suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the U.S., and are numbers on the rise?
That's hard to say. Actually, for the year 2020, the early indicators are actually that the overall suicide rate as a nation has gone down, while there is indicators that in certain specific demographics, we are seeing rises in suicide. So, you know, the complete data really won't be available until the end of the year.
So your mission,
2020.
Your mission, I assume, is prevention and education.
Our mission is to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. But those things that you mentioned are definitely embedded in our mission.
Can you tell us about this new free program to help train Wisconsin veterans in recognizing suicidal tendencies in other veterans?
Yes, thank you so much for asking. So I want to be specific in the fact that the training itself is not only for veterans, though we as a chapter are offering to fund it for up to 300 veterans. In partnership with the Charles Kubley Foundation, we received some funding, and what we've decided, what the intention is to train veteran and veteran family members and service members, current service members, in suicide prevention, how to recognize the signs, how to reach out, some of the kind of best practices as it relates just to reaching out to somebody who might be struggling with mental health issues or suicidal ideation, and just generally talking openly about mental health. And so what we've done is we're utilizing a program called START, which is an interactive virtual program that the participants administer themselves. So they get access to it, and then they have about 2 weeks to complete it. And then upon completion of that program, we ask that they attend a program, an AFSP program, acronyms. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention has a program called Firearms and Suicide Prevention. So we're pairing these two programs together for the overall completion of the program. Some of the information in these programs is overlapping, but we know that you only retain a certain amount of information when you attend a training or presentation. And so the repetition really helps to reinforce the different things that you learn within these programs. And again, so the firearms program is something that we do offer as to the general community. Anybody can really attend these programs. But the first piece, which is START, is actually a Living Works program. Living Works is an organization that creates suicide prevention programming, and we've partnered with them for this specific program. And normally there is a fee to take or participate in the START program, and that's what we as a chapter, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's Wisconsin chapter, is covering that fee for active service members, veterans, and family members of service members and veterans.
Yeah, important work, important information. Gina, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, we'll have a final check your forecast coming up.
At Star N Bank, we think having choices is important, so you can choose the products that are right for your life. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
For heartburn sufferers. Introducing Zantac 360 Degrees with a new formula that has the #1 doctor-recommended medicine approved to both prevent and relieve heartburn. It works in as little as 15 minutes and lasts. New Zantac 360.
Today's the day to go farther with a partner that provides you innovative solutions for your own personal financial future. Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
Tonight at 5, Vision Zero speed reduction. It's starting up again where you should prepare to slow down. Plus, Public Health of Dane County wants to extend the countywide mask order. Some Board of Health members say not so fast. Why they want to wait tonight at 5.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind. Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Right now, a little bit of sunshine to come through for us this evening. Otherwise, temps in the upper 60s and some more rain expected overnight. We'll be right back.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer to, have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save. Get free installation labor, free financing for a year, and get a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today. Ask about our Designer Kids package or Free Lens Upgrade. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
In today's Final Touch, an unbelievable world record.
How long do you think you could hold an abdominal plank position? A few minutes? Maybe an hour?
Maybe.
Well, a man in Australia, we're going to Australia now, apparently has abs of steel. Daniel Scully broke the world record for the longest time in the abdominal plank position. He held the plank position for a staggering 9 hours, 30 minutes, and 1 second.
What?
Scully's time didn't best the previous record. It smashed it. But over an hour. The average person can hold a plank for about 2 minutes, not 9 hours, 3 minutes, and 1 second.
And 1 second's important, I guess.
Well, every second counts.
An entire workday.
Yeah.
Planking.
He's lazy compared to Dana. Come on.